that, it appears that I need to remove this screw that's in here and probably the one back here to get it apart. So I will do that and I'll get right back to you. I didn't get very far because I wanted to show you that there is a spring that controls this front truck, and there's a spring that goes from that to the front to try and keep it centered. Oh, excuse me. So I must remove this screw and remove the front truck before I can get at the screw below there. So again, I'll get right back to you. Okay, I've taken the front truck off and I took its screw out here, and then over, let's see if you can see this, I took the screw out here, and right here is a small hole with the end of the spring went into, so I disconnected that, and the spring stayed on the front truck so far. I'll put that back when we're finished here. Again, this screw in the front will take off the front part of the body, and I discovered that on the rear end there's a screw here and here, and we're bringing that motor out as carefully as possible. Of course there's something hung up. There we go. We got it. It was this wire on the left side that was holding it in there. Okay. So, let's put this down here, and maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better. And get you in there a little bit closer. Okay, it's this piece right here that I'm wiggling up and down. This little brass piece needs to be soldered back onto this framework right here. So I have to take apart a few more things here and see what I have to do. I had to go get my magnifiers. So, let's see. That's the screw that went into that part right there. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't see it. Went into that part right there. And put that back there so we hopefully don't lose it. So that should release everything, I hope. Okay, there's parts, which is the one to take off this piece, which should allow me to remove all this running gear just by pulling it off to the left. So I will keep the camera rolling right now and see if we can make this easier for you to see. I don't know what number screwdriver that is, but it is a tiny screwdriver. So let me get at this. Sorry if my arm's in the way, but gotta do it. Maybe my head will be in the way. Well, I was trying to get that screw out and then I dropped the damn thing. And I have no proof. And now, if we just pull on this lever right here, oh crap, we gotta take out another screw. Okay, you can see this part here, we have a brass piece, a little tiny link, then the other link, the push rod that goes all the way into the steam thing, cylinder. So, what one do I have to take apart? Let's see. I think I'll be taking this screw out on the left side. And let me, right here, right, well. I lost the audio here, and I was hoping to explain all the linkage and the screws that I had to remove. But from the video, you can pretty much tell that with all these things disconnected, it could be a nightmare. The axle screw held 3 different linkages, and I simply screwed it back in all together as a unit to get it to work. So that worked out real good. And then I soldered the brass piece onto the frame off camera because I had to pay real strong attention. I'm still trying to put this screw that's located right there all the way through to the back part of this piece, and we're making some headway. Be right back. No idea if this even ran, but we're going to find out here in a minute. I have my little test track here. And let's see. A couple of alligator clips. That I'm putting on it. And let's make sure that these clips are alright. Here I'm explaining that it needed the tender to be able to work properly. Well, the motor's trying. Reverse. Oh, that wasn't reversed then. Now it's in reverse. Alright. Sweet. Isn't that sweet? I had to get it running just to see if it was worth the money that I paid for it. So, I plan on doing some work to it, tuning it up, replacing the motor, and probably putting some DCC in it. So that is really sweet. So I'm glad you guys came along for the ride. This is didn't come with a box. This is from Gem Models. I don't know if you can read that or not, but there, you should be able to read that. Gem Models. I found it at the Great Berea Train Show in Berea, Ohio. October 3rd and 4th it was. That was this past weekend. And I came across this at one of the tables, and they only wanted $90 for it. Well, they wanted 100, and I got it down to 90, and I was happy with that. And there is a video that I watched on YouTube that showed what one fellow did as far as tuning it up and what he did as far as adjusting it, oiling it, changing some springs and that sort of thing. I'll leave a link on it below the video. So the locomotive currently is still on my bench. I'm ready to go down there after I finish this video and adjust it and get it running a little bit better. And it was a fun project, and I enjoyed getting her going, and it was a lot of fun. At first, I didn't realize that the tender was necessary on there, but we figured it out and got her running. And with that said, you guys have yourself a great day, and I look forward to making some additional videos in the near future. You have a great week. Talk to y'all later. Bye now.